from Dat Fat Rat, what pass rusher should the Seahawks sign in free agency? I don't know if they're going to. I kind of think the addition of Uchenna Nwosu was their edge rusher pickup. I think they look towards the draft, and if they don't draft anybody round 1, round 2, then they could revisit the need. But I think draft is the route they look. Jermaine Johnson, Kayvon Thibodeau in round 1, if one of those guys are there. Round 2, and Arla Evakady, maybe Drake Jackson. Could be some guys on day 2 that fit Seattle. Colin Crow, who is more likely to be traded? A.J. Brown, DK Metcalf, or Deebo Samuel? Saw the Jets were looking at them. The answer should be neither of them. And maybe 3 weeks ago I would have said, haha, you're a crazy person. Then again, we just saw Tyreek Hill and Devontae Adams get dealt as the wide receiver market gets completely flipped on its head and reset in spectacular fashion. Of the three, I think Tennessee keeps A.J. Brown. Given they are rebuilding, maybe it's DK Metcalf, which I think would be stupid by Seattle. I think all three of these teams should simply keep their young, developing, and very talented wide receiver one. That's the mindset I have here. But I'm going to make you guys pick one, as difficult as it is, even though there is no right answer here. Who is most likely to be traded? AB for A.J. Brown, DM for DK Metcalf, or DS for Deebo. Maybe I should have done AJ, DK, and DB here, but it is what it is. AB, DM, or DS. This is the pinned comment on today's video. So if that ad break comes here on YouTube, take advantage of it. Head down there and let me know who you think is most likely to be dealt.
The Seahawks have been linked to Cam Newton. Does it make sense for Seattle? If I was Cam Newton and I said what I said in terms about wanting to compete for a starting job, I think Seattle's actually one of the better places that you can go ahead and do that. However, I wouldn't want Cam Newton as my starting quarterback. But I do think Seattle and Cam make at least a little bit of sense to come in there and compete with Drew Lock. Maybe they decide to run the football a little bit more, which you're going to be able to do with Cam. More zone option. I do think it makes sense. However, I wouldn't want to be a team that pays Cam Newton anything more than $5 million a year. What do the Seahawks do with Dee Eskridge? Can he be our 22 version of Percy Harvin? That's a name that I haven't heard in a while. I love Percy Harvin. I thought it's a real shame that Percy had the migraine issues because he was so entertaining to watch. I mean, he was a better version of Cordell Patterson. Personally, Dee, I liked what I saw out of him. I thought it was a good pick by Seattle. He's an electric player. If you're looking for Percy Harvin, I don't think that you're going to get that. I think he's going to be better than what Tavon Austin was, too. I'm trying to think of all these gadget players that were fun and entertaining guys from top to bottom. What? No. Somebody said Deebo. He's not Deebo Samuel. Yeah, well, he ain't Deebo. He's Dee Eskridge. He ain't Deebo.
Andrew Mormon, more likely, Eagles trade for a wide receiver like DK, or they trade up for Sauce or Hamilton. I mean, neither, of course, but I think trade up in round one for a more splashy impact player, whether it's corner or safety, probably corner over safety. I don't think that DK ends up getting dealt this year. Be done by Seattle.
Let's go to Antonio Jimenez. Which wide receiver do you think the Jets have a great chance of trading for, DK or A.J. Brown? I mean, the one that's more likely, I'll say, is DK Metcalf, though if I was DK, I wouldn't want to go to the Jets. If I was A.J. Brown, I wouldn't want to go to the Jets. I think the Seahawks are in better position to win than New York, and the Titans are definitely in better position to win. Now, if the Jets say, hey, DK, we'll pay you more than what the Dolphins paid Tyreek Hill, that's going to change a lot of opinions. I don't see that happening. I see DK, if he got traded, you're going to get $22 million, but you also got to remember, I don't see the Jets making that move, man. I'm sorry.
Roger Moore, what's your eval on Christian Watson? I mean, freak athlete. The upside is fascinating. Fantastic blocker, which all checks out coming from North Dakota State. He's raw as a receiver, though. The round one hype is rich for me. I don't know how much it's going to help you in year one. I think he needs time to develop as a route runner to get the feel and the fundamentals down for being an NFL-level wide receiver. There's immense upside. Don't get me wrong there. He's a great height, weight, speed prospect. I've been burned by those guys before. I like Christian Watson. He's going to come in with about a second-round grade, but I can't take him top 52. That's too rich for me. Now, for nonstop coverage on the NFL, all offseason and in-season as well, hit that big red button and subscribe. YouTube.com/chatsportstv. First up from Taylor Holland, before the season starts or anything starts, bold prediction. Next star to be traded this year. I don't think they do it. If a big-time guy gets dealt, I would say Mekhi Becton. The Jets straight up said they were not happy with him last year. They got 2 first-round picks. They could take a tackle at number 4 and end up dumping Becton. That would be a bold prediction, but that's what it is. Here are the Rumble follower leaders at Chat Sports. NFL Daily leads the way over the Raiders, over the Chiefs, the Browns, and the Giants. Let's make sure we keep our lead. I don't want the Raiders catching us because I don't trust that tricky guy, Mitchell Renz over there. Follow us on Rumble for free at rumble.com/NFL Daily. From JG, what free agent is a sleeper and will have the best year? Kind of thought Ryan Bates was going to be that guy for Chicago. How about Kaiser White in Philadelphia? 1 year, $5 million? I thought that was a steal. J.C. Jackson was a big-time name, so I'm not going to throw that one in there. Kind of like Kaiser White one the most. Cheaper guys, check in like 2 weeks, because there will be more guys that sign below market and things that end up having success.
So how about this, y'all? Go ahead and chime in. What is the best division in the National Football League? And there's 3 answers to this. I think you can go the NFC West. It has the defending champs. Got the 49ers in it as well. Also, you got, the Cardinals, the Seahawks. NFC West. AFC West, which has the Chiefs, Raiders, Chargers, Broncos. I'll also say the AFC North. The Browns with Deshaun Watson is interesting. The Ravens, before Lamar went down, they were the number 1 team in the AFC. And then on top of that, that the Bengals, they're going to be legit. Some people might even say, with the Dolphins going out and trading for Tyreek Hill, Miami's a contender with New England, and then Josh Allen and the Bills. Like, a lot of excitement, but I want to know who is the best or which division is the best in the National Football League.
Now, if you want more NFL videos on the NFL offseason, that's free agency, draft, trades, of course, you guys have come to the right spot. Hit that big red button and subscribe right now.